Hi everyone, in this session we are going to do some questions very quickly with easier methods. Okay, here we have question number 15 that says on a map of the United States, 0.3 inches represents 75 miles. On the map, how many inches are there between two cities that are actually 420 miles from one another? So you have been given 5 options. You can try it yourself and then check out the answer. So here we are going to solve this. Always all the scale drawings are in direct proportion. So we are going to write a proportion or set up the ratio for inches to miles. And then we are going to cross multiply. That's what we do when we have proportions. So we are going to write down inches to miles, that is 0.3 inches. We are going to set up the ratio 0.3 inches to 75 miles. And then what is next? How many inches? Now you have to find out that's equivalent to how many. We don't know. So we are just going to take a variable that's x. We don't know, so any variable you can take, x, y, a, b or anything. How many inches are there between two cities that are 420 miles from one another? So we have another ratio which is x over 420. Now we have set up a proportion. Whenever we have a proportion, we solve it using cross multiplication. So just finding out for x, that is x is equal to 0.3 multiplied with 420 divided by 75, and you'll get the answer as 1.68, and when you round off, that's around 1.7. That's your answer. So that's super easy. You used ratios. Ratios are always in direct proportion, so you have set up a proportion for inches to miles, and then you didn't know how many inches here, so you have kept a variable that's x over 420, inches to miles again, and then you've cross multiplied to find the answer. Simple. Okay, let's move on to next question and see what that question has to say. Question number 16 says, in right triangle ABC in the above figure, if sine A equals to 0.6, what is sine B? That means they are talking about this angle A. This angle A, sine A, has been written as 0.6. So I'm going to write down that sine A is equal to 0.6. 0.6 is a decimal number. You can convert it into a fraction saying that it is 6 over 10. You can write 0.6 as 6 over 10. Now you know that sine A, this is sine A equals to 6 over 10, that is opposite by hypotenuse. Sine is always opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is 6 and hypotenuse is 10. But before that, we can also simplify that. 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 5 is 10. So this is 3 and this is 5. Now as you can see, this is 3 and this is 5. The other side is always 4 by using Pythagoras theorem. You can prove that. So it is a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. So whenever you have 3, 4, 5 right triangle, you can simply easily find out what is sine B. This is your angle B. Sine B is opposite by hypotenuse. So sine B is 4 over 5, and that equals to what? That is, angle B is equal to sine inverse of 4 over 5. That's equal to 0.80. So your answer is E, 0.80. That's it. Simple. Okay, let's see question number 17. Question number 17 says, on the final exam in Mrs. Johnson's maths class, the average arithmetic mean grade of the 25 students was 90. If the average grade of the 15 girls in the class was 94, what was the average grade of the 10 boys? So you have been given 5 options. What are we going to do is we are going to find out how many points they scored. 25 students was 90, so we are just going to multiply. The 25 students earned a total of how many points? 25 times 90, that's equal to 2250 points. All right, now for the girls, 15 girls earned how many points? A total of 15 multiplied by 94, that gives you 1410 points. All right, now it's very simple to find for the boys. Just subtract the total and just subtract the girls points from the total, you'll get the boys points. So you have 2250 minus 1410, that will give you 840 points. Those are the points for the boys. But what was the average grade of the 10 boys? So 840 divided by 10 will give you the average grade, that's 84. So your answer is A. Alright, so wasn't that simple? So we are going to move on to next question. Let us find out another, just a second. Okay, so here we have question number 18. If in the figure above AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to AC, what is the measure of angle CDE? So you have been given 5 options. Now let us solve this. What do you think? The picture looks tough, but it's really simple. They have given you that AB is equal to BC. This is your side AB, which is equal to BC, which is equal to CD, which is also equal to AC. Oh my god. So we have found that this is an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle has all the sides and all the angles equal. So this angle is 60 degrees. This angle is also 60 degrees. This angle is also 60 degrees. Now as you can see, this is a straight line. So straight angle is always 180. So 180 minus 60 will give you how much? That's 120. So you have 180 minus 60, that's equal to 120. So you got this side angle, that's 120 degrees. Now can you see this side and this side are equal? So which triangle it is? It is an isosceles triangle where you have two sides equal. So its base angles are equal. So let it be x and this also x. Now that's easy for us to find. 120 plus x is 2x is equal to 180. Sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So like this you can find out what the angle x is. 180 minus 120 will give you 60 degrees. So 2x is equal to 60. X is equal to 60 divided by 2, that's 30 degrees. So you have 30 degrees here and you have 30 degrees here. So that makes 120, 30, 30. And the last part, angle CDE. This is your angle CDE. This is a straight line. So it's a straight angle. Straight angle is always 180. So 180 minus 30 will give you 150 degrees. So that's your answer, D. Okay, let's see if you can answer question number 19. In the figure above, what is the value of B over A? So this is B, this is A. You have been given one angle, that's 28 degrees. So it's really simple. How this B, this is the angle given to you. So you can use tan 28 degrees. Tan is always opposite by adjacent. So this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side, this is the hypotenuse. The longer side is always hypotenuse. So you have the opposite side as B and you have the adjacent side as A. So B over A is tan 28 and you get the value of tan 28 as 0.53. So your B over A is equal to 0.53, and that's your answer, B. Okay, now let's see question number 20. If f of x equals to x squared minus 1 over 3 minus 2x, which of the following numbers is not in the domain of f? The domain of a function that is usually an algebraic function. This is an algebraic function. So the domain of function contains all the real numbers except only for those whose denominator equals to 0. So that's what is a domain. So now, which of the following number is not in the domain of f? Domain contains all the real numbers except for the ones whose denominator equals to 0. That's the condition. When denominator should not be 0, that means those numbers are in the domain. But if it is 0, so the answer is really simple. 3 minus 2x equals to 0, and 2x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 over 2, and 3 over 2 is equal to 1.5. So only this is the number which is not in the domain of f, because if you substitute 1.5 here, the denominator becomes 0. So that's your option E. Okay, so if at all you have liked this session, guys, please don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends, as well as your comment means a lot to us. So please do comment in the comment box and keep supporting. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.